All right, let's try something. Forget about dusty textbooks. Forget about those repetitive drills for a minute. Today, we're going to talk about a pretty revolutionary way to teach math by turning the whole classroom into an adventure on a chessboard. Let's dive right in.
So let me ask you this. For your students, is math a chore or is it an adventure? I mean, for so many kids, math can feel really dry, right? It's abstract. It's just a bunch of rules to memorize. But what if? What if we could completely reframe that? What if learning something like arithmetic felt like this epic journey, with heroes and challenges and big strategic wins? Oh, that's the core idea behind this really pioneering new framework. It takes the timeless, strategic magic of chess and merges it with the pure, foundational logic of math. It's a fantastic combo.
Okay, so to be clear, we're not just talking about sitting kids down to play a standard game of chess. No. These are chess and math minigames, a whole suite of activities designed to turn abstract math concepts into these really engaging hands-on challenges. And get this, each one is carefully crafted to align directly with official school curriculums, like the British math curriculum for primary schools. So they're covering all the essentials: counting, addition, shapes, number patterns, you name it. They're basically serious educational tools that are just cleverly disguised as fun. And the architect behind this whole vision is engineer Salman Ahmed Salman. He actually detailed it all in his book, Mathematics and Chess. His goal was pretty simple but powerful: to inspire a new generation of learners by proving that, logic and play can absolutely go hand in hand. All right, so that's the big idea, but how does it actually work in a classroom? Let's take a look at a few of these mini-games in action, and you'll see exactly how they turn abstract numbers into real, concrete actions and build some amazing skills along the way. First up, we have a game called Rescue the Princess, and I love the name because this isn't just some puzzle, it's framed as a heroic mission. Right away, it taps into a student's imagination, mixing great storytelling with, believe it or not, arithmetic patterns. So the student gets to be the brave knight. They have to navigate the board using that tricky L-shaped move that the knight makes. But here's the catch, and the math part. They have to follow a specific counting sequence, like counting by threes or by fives, to avoid the traps and finally rescue the princess. So just like that, a kind of boring arithmetic progression becomes this super thrilling quest. And while they're on this awesome quest, something really powerful is happening. They're strengthening their strategic planning skills, they're paying more attention to detail, and they're building real perseverance. What's so great is that they learn a wrong move isn't failure. Not at all. It's just a chance to rethink their strategy. It's like a data point for their next, smarter decision. Okay, let's check out another minigame. This one is all about teaching a classic problem-solving technique. It's called Solving Strategy, Guess and Check. And it basically turns what we'd call trial and error into a really fun, interactive challenge. Here's how it works. Students get a target number. Their job is to hit that number by combining the values of different chess pieces. So they make a guess, they check their answer, and then, and this is the really crucial part, they use that result to make a better guess the next time around. It's this amazing iterative process that builds logic, patience, and numerical fluency. It literally turns mistakes into learning opportunities. Now, you might be wondering, how do they do that? Well, to master games like Guess and Check, or others like Smart Moves where you add up piece values, or even Think Like a Computer, students have to first learn a really core concept. Every single chess piece has a numerical value. This is the absolute foundation that connects the game to arithmetic. And this right here is where math suddenly becomes tangible. You see, the abstract number 5 isn't just a squiggle on a page anymore. It's a rook, a powerful piece with a job to do. A pawn is 1 point, a knight or a bishop, 3. A rook is 5, and the mighty queen is 9. This gives numbers a physical identity, a personality almost, which makes them so much easier for young minds to grab onto and work with. So, okay, we've seen the how, which is super cool. But now let's talk about the why, because this is about way more than just making math class fun. This is about building the absolutely essential skills our students need to thrive in the 21st century. The really big difference here is the shift from passive learning to active learning. Instead of just sitting there, memorizing abstract equations, students are physically moving pieces around. They're testing out ideas, solving problems in real time. This is the definition of learning by doing. And think about it. In these games, every single move on that board is a decision. And every decision has consequences. So students are learning to analyze a situation, predict what might happen next, and then adapt their strategy when, things don't go according to plan. This is critical thinking in its purest, most practical form.
And just look at the skills this whole process unlocks. We're talking critical thinking, creative problem solving, logical analysis, resilience, perseverance, strategic planning, flexibility. The main takeaway here is that these aren't just math skills, these are life skills, and they're all being nurtured on this little 64 square board.
And hey, the learning doesn't have to stop when the game is over. This whole framework also includes a digital tool called Logic Board. It's this awesome interactive platform where teachers can go in and create their own custom lessons and even assign homework. So it extends these playful chess concepts way beyond the classroom walls.
So when you put all of these different pieces together, the games, the skills, the digital tools, it becomes really clear. This whole methodology isn't just some clever teaching tool. It's a pretty powerful glimpse into the future of learning.
I think this quote just captures the spirit of it all perfectly. Every move makes a smarter student more confident and better able to face the future. Because ultimately, the goal isn't just to teach math, right? It's to build smarter, more confident kids who are ready to analyze problems, think strategically, and face whatever challenges come their way.
So, the final takeaway here is actually pretty simple, but it's also profound. Making learning an active, engaging, and playful experience that isn't just a gimmick. It is the future of effective education. It's what transforms students from being these passive listeners into being active architects of their own knowledge.
And that really leaves us with one final question to think about. Could a 64 square board unlock your students' future? For all the educators and parents out there who are looking for a way to spark that genuine curiosity and build those deep, resilient skills. Maybe the answer isn't in some brand new app or a thicker textbook. Maybe, just maybe, it's been waiting right there on a 64 square board this whole time.